All right, let's talk about something we've all run into. You're in a negotiation, things are going well, and then, bam, you hit an objection. It feels like a brick wall, right? But what if it's not? What if every no you hear is actually a clue? That's what this playbook is all about. We're going to reframe those objections and see them for what they really are, a roadmap to what the seller truly wants.
So, I want you to chew on this question for a second. What if hearing no wasn't the end of the conversation? What if it was actually an invitation? An invitation to dig a little deeper, to solve a problem that maybe, just maybe, the seller doesn't even know how to put into words yet.
And that right there is the heart of it all. Every single objection you hear is a golden opportunity. It's like they're opening a little window into their world, showing you exactly what they're worried about, what they value. It's not about fighting back or arguing. Nope. Your job is to listen and to decode.
Okay, so let's dive into our first section. We're going to tackle the big one, financial objections. Now, on the surface, these seem pretty black and white, right? It's all about the dollar signs. But it's rarely just about the money. That number on the offer sheet, it's usually a symbol for something much deeper.
And here it is, the one we've all heard a million times. Your offer is too low, the classic. It's almost a reflex for some sellers, but trust me, the simple phrase is absolutely packed with meaning. So let's pull it apart.
See, what they say is the price is wrong, but what they often mean is something totally different. It could be, hey, my broker threw out this huge, non-binding number and that's what stuck in my head. Or it could just be a test, you know? They're poking you to see if you'll immediately jump up and offer more. It's a classic negotiation tactic.
So your first instinct might be to just raise the offer. Don't do it. Here's the play. Step 1. Isolate the gap. Simply ask, "That's interesting. Could you tell me what you're comparing it to?" This helps you find their anchor point. Step 2. Reframe the value. Shift the chat from just the price to the total long-term value of your offer. And finally, Step 3. Show them the hidden benefits, the stuff money can't buy, like freedom from stress and no more late-night calls about busted pipes.
Okay, let's look at another big financial objection. I want a full cash offer. Sounds great, right? Clean, simple, a big pile of cash. But here's the twist. A lot of the time, it's actually not the best move for the seller.
And the reason why is this little thing called the capital gains tax burden. Think of it as the hidden cost of that big cash payday. When they get one giant lump sum, Uncle Sam steps in to take a massive slice of the profit. And understanding this, well, that's how you can offer them a much, much better deal.
So this is where you can really shine. Instead of a single cash payment that gets hammered by taxes, you propose seller financing. You're not just buying a property, you're offering them an investment strategy. With seller financing, they get monthly payments, which means a much lower tax hit. And even better, you're turning their asset from a hands-on, day-to-day headache into a mailbox money passive income stream. It's a huge win for them.
All right, so we've covered the money stuff. But you know, deals aren't just done on a spreadsheet. There's a whole other category of objections that are deeply human. They're about emotion, fear, attachment. And to navigate these, you got to switch from your calculator to your heart.
Here's a big one you'll hear all the time. I just need to fix X, Y, and Z before I sell. It's this idea that if they just pour a little more time, a little more money into the place, they'll hit some perfect, idealized version of it that's worth way more. But what they're not seeing is the real cost of all that effort.
And this is where you lay it out for them. Look at the real math. If they do the repairs themselves, they're spending months, maybe even years, and tens of thousands of dollars just to keep dealing with headaches. But if they sell to you as is, they spend zero time, zero money, and they get immediate freedom. Your offer isn't just a price, it's a ticket out of the grind, starting today.
Now this next one, this one could feel like a complete dead end. I'm not ready to sell. It sounds so final, so personal. You might think it's about the date on the calendar, but I'm telling you, it almost never is.
Because when someone says, I'm not ready, what they're often really saying is, I'm scared. It could be fear of change, a deep emotional attachment to the place, or just no clue what they'd even do next. You have to remember, for them, this isn't just a property. It's their baby, their legacy. They're not selling an asset. They're closing a major chapter in their life story. And that's a huge deal. This is where you have to stop selling and start listening. Don't argue, don't push facts, just connect. Say something like, I completely get it. This isn't just a business for you. It's a huge part of your life, your legacy. That one sentence can change everything. It turns you from a buyer into a trusted partner, someone who actually understands.
And that brings us to our final section, building relational trust. Because sometimes the money makes sense, the emotions are understood, but the seller is still hesitant. Why? Because they're not sure about you. These last objections are all about proving you're the right person for the job.
When you hear a seller say, "I'm worried about my tenants and the community," you should actually feel good. This means you're dealing with a conscientious owner. They genuinely care. They've built something, and they're terrified that some big, faceless buyer is going to come in and tear it all down. So you can't just say, "Oh, don't worry, we'll take care of them." That's not going to cut it. You need a clear, concrete plan. Show them exactly what you're going to do. We're going to upgrade the infrastructure here. We're adding new amenities here. We're bringing in professional management. You need to prove that you're not there to destroy what they built, but to enhance it. You're a steward of their legacy.
And our last objection, I need to do more research on your company. Honestly, this is another good sign. It's not a no. It's a sign that you're dealing with a smart, careful seller. They've probably dealt with a lot of tire kickers, and they just need to know that you are the real deal.
The best way to handle this is to get out in front of it. Be completely transparent. Don't even wait for them to ask. Offer up references from past sellers. Share case studies of other parks you've acquired. Give them the contact info for other owners you've worked with. When you make it incredibly easy for them to check you out, that social proof just melts away any doubt they might have.
So, we've walked through financial, emotional, and trust-based objections. What does it all boil down to? It's a total mindset shift. This isn't about confrontation. It's about connection. It's not a fight. It's a partnership.
Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to have a comeback for every objection they throw at you.
It's to become their problem solver. That's your real job title. Every single objection is just the seller telling you what problem they need you to solve. It might be a tax problem, an emotional one, or a trust issue. You figure out how to solve that problem, and the deal will follow.
So I'm going to leave you with one final question to think about. We obsess over the price, but what is the true value you're offering? Is it security, freedom, peace of mind? Once you can answer that question, you'll realize that every objection isn't a roadblock at all. It's the beginning of your greatest opportunity.